Namaskar, I am Acharya Anudhyananda Avadut, a monk from Ananda Marga. Presently, I am in New York. I am a disciple of Sri Sri Ananda Murti Ji. Today, I want to share our opinion about God. It is a very general question that we all somehow we think and discuss about God, what God is, how God looks like. So God is supreme entity. We all believe and accept this. Somehow we know this fact that God is supreme power. So, but there are different opinions. Some they think God is in human form. Some they think God is something huge, personality, big body, big hand, legs. Even in my childhood, I had same concept. I used to think that God must be very big. His head must be very, very big. His hand, leg, everything must be very big. So this was in my childhood concept. Later I could understand what God is actually. But when I joined Ananda Marga, it was very clear to me that what God is. God has 3 letters. G-O-D. G stands for generator, O stands for operator, and D stands for destructor, destroyer. So when we take all the first letter of these 3, G, O, D becomes God. In Hindu philosophy also, we talk about the same thing, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. Brahma is who generates, generator. Vishnu means who maintains us, who controls us. And Mahesh means who destroys us. So, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, G-O-D, generator, operator, destructor. So, God is supreme power, supreme entity. His most subtlest entity, whom we can't see by our own eye. Even air we can't see. Air is still cruder than the God, so much cruder. But air we can't see, only we can experience. Ether we can't see, even we experience. Many things we can't see, we cannot see them by our own eye. Even we cannot see them by even very developed microscope also. That does not mean which is we can't be seen by our microscope or mind, or any eye. It does not mean that it does not exist. It exists, but we can only experience them. So God's one another name is bliss, as our yogi have experienced them, God power. So when you go in that level in God's hood, you will go into the blissful state of mind. So that's why the another name of God is bliss. In Ananda Marga philosophy also, our Guru Sri Sri Ananda Murti Ji has explained it, has mentioned in his book Ananda Sutram, Ananda Brahma Ityahu. Brahma means God. So Ananda Brahma Ityahu, God is bliss and bliss is God. So God is not a utopian idea. We can experience it in our this present life. Only we need to do meditation. We have to go within in our mind. We have to experience through our spiritual practice. And we have to convert our crude thinking into the subtle and more subtler, and it will become one with the cosmic I. Our I feeling, our unit I feeling is also consciousness, but it has limitation. Like we have feeling like our own existence, but when we convert, when we transform it into the cosmic I feeling, then we lose our own personal I feeling and we become one with the cosmic I. That is what God is. So that's why also it is said God and Jiva is same. only the difference is we are holding our ego, I. This I keeps us separated from Godhood. Otherwise, we are also God. We are part of God. So we have to lose this I feeling. We have to become God, one with cosmic I. For us, there are two worlds, external and internal. When we see this external world, we get confused. We have our internal world also. So two worlds. So we think which is reality, this external world or me, and this where is God? We search here in this external world through different form. But God has no any form. God sometimes He takes a special form to guide us. He comes in the human form. And also we can say them God, that particular physical form. We say Tarak Brahma. Like Lord Shiva, Lord Krishna, Lord Sri Sri Anandamurti Ji, they were the Mahasambhuti, special creation. So this whole creation is part of God. We say Saguna Brahma. So God, already we discussed, God is generator, operator, destructor. So God also we say He is not affected with anything. He remains always unassailed by actions or reactions. He who requires no shelter, He who is the shelter of all, of everything, He is God. So God has only one world, that is internal world. For God, nothing is external. He does not require to know any other thing. He is all-knowing entity because He is the creator of everything. He is the origin of everything. So that's why whatever we see in this physical world is thought projection of His mind. So that's why for Him, He does not need any physical eye to see. He does not need physical leg to go from one place to other place. He does not need any physical body to know or research or to go anything to know. So that's why God is all-powerful. God is subtle entity. Only the thing is we have to do meditation. We have to experience that Godhood in our life. That supreme I, supreme power, supreme entity resides within us. So through meditation, through spiritual practice, we can experience that supreme I feeling, and we can become one with God. So this is what I wanted to share with you, that God is all-powerful, God is almighty. He remains everywhere. He is within me, within you, within everything, in all particles, each and every particles of this creation. So that's why we have to experience this one. So it is said, those who have come here, they have to live from here also. So we cannot stay forever here. Our life is shorter. We should utilize it for more better purpose. The main purpose of coming in this life, as I mentioned in my previous video, that coming of our here in this life is to realize God. So we must realize God. I hope you understood the meaning of God. And if you like this video, you can share this idea of Ananda Marga to others about God. Thank you all. Namaskar.